Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Hitesh and I'm back with another tutorial in Marvelous Designer series. So in the last one, we got familiar with the software and created a pillow simulation. And today we are going to create a t-shirt for a character. So in order to create a t-shirt, you can get help from these type of references and these type of garment cutting patterns. So we're going to take a look at this as a reference, and then we're going to try to replicate this in Marvelous. First, we need to take a avatar or character. So I'm going to go here and double click on this. Now in our 2D view, we are going to create a shape. So we're going to create the first front part of the t-shirt, and I'm going to go to this rectangle and I'm going to take a rectangle like this. And then I'll go to this add point or split line. As you can see that we need to create a curve on this point, so we need to add a point like this, and for the curve on the side I'll add a point here. Now to create the curve, first I'm going to select this and bring this down using my arrow keys on the keyboard. Also I'm going to pull this down a little bit, and for the curve what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this edit curvature, and then I'll click here and create something like this, and same for this one, like this. I'm going to select these three and just push them back a little, and maybe this one a little bit down till here. And as you can see that we are taking a little bit more of this topology if you compare to the silhouette here, and that is because we are going to take the shoulder width into the account of this garment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here on this edge, right click and unfold, which is going to create a duplicate and attach the duplicated one with the previous one, and we have the front part of the t-shirt. Now for the back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this, Ctrl C and Ctrl V to paste, place it here, and in our 3D view I'm going to first align it with this and then bring it back, and we are going to either rotate it like this, or we are going to just go to edit, context menu, 3D garment and flip it. I think flipping did the job. And I'm going to just bring it closer to the character. And now let's sew the two parts together so that we can start the simulation. And for the sewing, I'm going to go to this segment sewing, and you can also go to your 3D view and sew these in your 3D view. So I'm going to sew this together and these two together, and for the shoulder you can either do this in 3D view or you can do this in 2D view. And if I press space, then you can see that it fits perfectly. And if you are worried about the length of the t-shirt, what you can do is you can go to this edit pattern, and you can also use the hotkeys which is in front of all the tools. And I'm going to select the bottom points and just drag them down. One more thing I'll do is I'll just select this and extend a little bit like this on both, and then press space again. And now you can tweak this a little bit. And I think this is good enough. And for the back, as you can see that both sides are not the same if you look at the neck part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this point, delete it, press C to edit the curvature, bring this down a little bit like this. And now we can press space and run the simulation, and we are good to go. Now these two patterns are for the sleeves, and for the sleeves let's take a rectangle like this. I'm going to press V, add a point here like this, then move this up, add a point here, bring this down, then this one, like this. And I'm going to select these 2 points, bring them up, and then what I'll do is I'll go to this add point and add a point in the middle to separate these two edges. So one of these edge is going to be attached here, and the other one is here on this other part of the t-shirt. So to make sure that our measurements are aligned with each other, what we'll do is I'll just go to edit pattern, go here, and see the length of this edge is 225, and make sure the length of this edge is the same. So as you can see, it's not. So what I'll do is I'll just select this and just increase the length. So this is 171 and this is 225. We still need to add a little bit more length like this, and this is 189, maybe a little bit more, 198. And what we can do is we can just pull these up, so these two are almost the same, so 207 and 207. Now we can work with this, and now what I'll do is I'll just select this, rotate it, and I'll place this on the arm like this. And I'm going to press Ctrl D to duplicate, place this here, and it will be attached on this side automatically. I'm going to right click and remove linked editing. Now first we'll start with this one. So I'm going to attach these two sides first. So I'll just go to segment swing and select this with this one. And if you see the crisscross in the 3D viewer, then just undo this and you can go to your 3D viewer and do this manually. So this is connected and this one is also done. And as for the side, if you see the sewing edges overlapping your topology, then it's not going to work. What you can do is you can select your mesh and press Shift F. You will see this dot, and if you click here, this will cover your arm like this. And now you can go to your sewing mode and then sew them together. So we are done with this part. And as for this one, just repeat the same thing. So I'll press Shift F, select this, click on this point, and it will just wrap around your arm. And I'm going to go to the sewing mode, segment sewing, and let's connect now. So this one to this one and the other half to the back side. And then finally just this. And if I press space now, then I hope that everything works fine. So everything looks fine. We just need to tweak this a little bit. As you can see that the length of the sleeves are a little bit longer to this side. So what I'll do is I'll just go to edit pattern and I'll just select this pattern and just move it like this and then press space again and see if it works. And just tweak it a little bit. I'm going to increase the length and run the simulation again. What you can do is just stop the simulation, go to this fabric. I'm going to change the material of our garment. So scroll down and he'll say this preset. I'm going to change this to something like this muslin and run the simulation again. Now we'll get much better folds in our cloth. And also what you can do is you can select everything, and if you turn down the particle distance to something like 10, then you'll see the difference that our garment is going to attach to our body and it will look very tight. So if I enter the value of 10, then you can see the difference. We have more folds here. So you want to create tighter clothes, then you can use this in your workflow. Now let's create a neckband or a collar type thing for the t-shirt. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this rectangle again. So I'm going to take this rectangle, and what I'll do is I'll add one point in the middle like this, and then we'll go to this edit pattern and we'll see the length of this edge is 156 and this one is total 312, and we just have to make sure that this align with it. So I need to, I think, extend the length. Okay, so this is close enough. Now what we can do is I'll just select this, move it here, and we can rotate it like this. And then we can go to the segment sewing, and we can sew this part like this and this part here like this. And if I press space to run the simulation, I think we have some issues here, which we'll fix in a minute. uh, First I think I'll just undo this, and for the other part of the sewing, what I'll do is I'll just select this and this, and it is still reversed. As you can see, we have this crossing in our sewing, and this looks fine now. So if I press space, this should add here perfectly. Now what I'll do is I'll just add another rectangle of the same length. You can also copy this, and this one goes here. So I'll just go to the segment sewing, and first I'll just select this, move this back, and also flip this by pressing Ctrl G. And I think now we can sew this. So this is crossed, we need to do it again. So we can do this in 3D viewer, like this. And if I press space and run the simulation, then this should attach here. So this looks nice. Now we just need to attach these parts, and for that I'll just go to 3D viewer and just sew like this. And run the simulation again, and we are done. As you can see that this is a little bit weird, so what we can do is we can reduce the length, and I'll just select this, like this, and then run the simulation again. Maybe a little bit more, like this, and a little bit for the back side. So this looks perfect, and I think we have done the entire thing. So that's how you can create a t-shirt in Marvelous Designer. So there were some easy ways to create this, but I wanted you to know the entire procedure so that you can create the garments on your own. So that's it for this video, and I hope you enjoyed this one as well. And if you did, then do let me know in the comments. And if you are new to this channel, then make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.